wonderful people. I hope you're doing very well today. My name is Lynn, a mental wellness coach. So today I said because it's a midweek, let me do a video. And I'm doing this video courtesy of our teachers, our able teachers. Happy Teachers Day. Feel appreciated, by the way. The work that you're doing is awesome. We really appreciate you guys. Continue doing what you can at your best capacity. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about, definitely it has to be something to do with teachers. So let's do this. I am going to talk about how to manage disrespectful and rude behaviors in a classroom. You're a teacher, you're there in a classroom. How do you manage those bad behaviors from your kids? How do you manage those people, those students who are disrespectful to you? Because I think this is one of the major topics that we can talk about teachers, because it's a hard one, how you manage these people. And I know in one way or another, one time, one day, if you're a teacher, you have encountered such kind of a child. So how do you go about it? Are you a teacher who quickly judge? Are you a teacher who quickly, lay blames, point fingers at your students? Or you're a teacher who is calm, who digest what has been said, or whatever joke that has been said, you digest and then act afterwards? So I want to give you tips on how you can manage such kind of children, because I know there are many. If you're a teacher, you know. I know you know. So if you're a returning person, thank you so much for the support you've been according me. And if you're seeing this video for your first time, don't forget to subscribe in this channel. You will learn a lot of things concerning your mental health. Karibu sana if you're a visitor. Now, these people, these children, they are dealing with a lot of stuff. This is what you should understand as a teacher. They could be dealing with issues to do with home. Maybe their home is not conducive. Maybe there's a problem at home. They are hustling. They are dealing with these issues. They are there. So you find these students, they are constantly on their phones. They don't want to listen to you. These are the kind of negative behavior that they show. Constantly on phones. They are not even listening. They are not active listeners. They cannot answer questions in class. Yes, I know there are those people who don't know the questions, the answers, but it's their routine. Like, they can't answer. They are very rude. When you talk to them, when you call them, they don't come along. They are just saying no to everything. Every topic you're bringing up, they are just saying no. These are the kind of children I'm talking about. How, as an educator, how do you go about helping this kind of a child? Because it could be a problem and really you don't know what to do. So, number one tip, change your mindset. Remember, these children, most likely, they are not doing this out of they want to be rude. I'm very sure each and every person want to be the best. And of course, they really want to show the best characters. But now, they have found themselves in a rude situation. As a teacher, you should try to find out what is going on. Because I'm telling you, these kids are dealing with a lot. These kids are dealing with a lot of stuff. A lot of adult stuff. I call them adult stuff because maybe they are solving problems at home. There are unfinished businesses that are at home. Maybe this is how they have been brought up. So what are you telling them? To behave well? To be respectful? How now? This is who they are. They have been groomed from their homes like this. So for you as a teacher, you should understand how to go about this. Think about it. Have a moment. Don't be a quick person to judge. Don't be a quick person to throw a stone at this kid who has maybe made other people laugh, who has not finished their homework. It could be this person did not finish the homework because they didn't have electricity at home. So try to find out. Don't be so quick. You and you. You know you have bad manners. You never finished my homework. Try to find out why. Let them explain to you why they didn't do it. And if possible, do it when these two, like individually. Don't just do it. Don't shame them in front of the other kids. Try to do it individually, like in a silent manner. Another tip, have empathy. Teachers, this is where you wear the shoe of that child. Empathy. I know many people don't have empathy. I don't know why. The world is just like that. It's too unfortunate. So have some empathy towards this kid, because it is the only way you can know what they are going through. It's the only way you can know what they are dealing with. Because I've told you, kids are dealing with a lot of stuff. And this kid that has been disrespectful is not an exception. Definitely, they are in that category. So try to find out what is going on. Don't blame. There is that blaming issues. Oh, you see, stop blaming and have that empathy. Try to go with this child each and every step of the way. Try to find out, what are they struggling with? Who are they? Where are they coming from? Empathy. Some person said, being a teacher is a calling. I remember when we were young, oh my God, there used to be corporal punishment. And this is whereby we were used to be beaten a lot. You are beaten. Any teacher finds you in a mistake, you're beaten, even when it's none of their business. I'm telling you, but I thank God that times have changed. Many teachers right now, they have empathy. There are those people, those teachers who are there. It's not their profession really. It's lack of work or something to do, lack of profession or whatever. It's not something that they should do, but they have found themselves in this kind of situation. So you find these teachers, they are very rude. They are very, very, very unbearable. Another thing, be consistent with expectations. Kids and teens need boundaries. Remember, you need to give them boundaries. As a class, when the class starts, you need to give rules when you get into a class. Today's rule or this term's rule, it's this and this. Let the children decide. Let the children put boundaries. Let the children put on their own rules that they can be able to manage. After they have put or set the rules, then now it's you as a teacher to follow up. It's you as a teacher to keep on discussing with them, to keep on practicing whatever that expectations that you want. You have set expectation of the class, and you have said, maybe from today, everybody must respect each other. Let us do everything, every work that we are doing, we must do it with a lot of respect. So if there is anybody who breaks this rule, you must stand up for it. You must be a consistent person. A consistent person who can correct these children so that it can work for them. Remember, these rules are there for them, not even you. They are there for them. They are there to guide them. Prioritize like group work. This one brings about that discipline that you need. Prioritize things like that. Prioritize maybe talks about your expectations. Keep on constantly talking about the expectation that you have as a class. We are going this direction. Anybody who objects? No. So we are going together as one. If you do this, that is in line to say that you're also building friendship with these children. Okay? Reviewing expectations should be a thing that you do maybe yearly. You have your meeting, and then you review expectations you had as a class. You said that this time round you are going to win a cup. A cup is coming to your class or house. So how do you go about it? So have these expectations on and on. Another thing, train yourself not to take offense. If you're a teacher who takes offense all the time, imagine there are so many things that will pass by you. You won't even notice. You won't even notice the potentials of these kids, the potentials of your student. You won't see anything. This one takes a very real work for you to train yourself to, not to take offense. It takes a lot of work. Imagine I'm just imagining you have walked in as a teacher, you have come to a class, and then the students have started laughing at you because of maybe your hairstyle, because of maybe the way you have dressed, because they have seen something weird in you and they are laughing. How do you take that? Do you take offense? No. Learn to ignore some things. Something like that, you can just let it pass by. And then maybe you may call one of the students and ask them, why, by the way, were you laughing? Then they are able to explain. Because at that particular moment, yes, I know you want to negotiate with your authority. You want them to know that you're the boss of that class. You want them to understand that you are the one who speaks. But in this regard, you have to let it go. I know it's a very hard thing to do. It is critical because it can bring stress onto you as a teacher. If you continue keeping these things, if you continue piling these small things, it may be a disease on you. You may sink into stress. You may sink into depression. So you have to let it go. You have to let it go. You have to let it go. But of course, put limits, put limitations whereby they can reach. There are jokes which are very bad, which are very expensive. We call them expensive jokes. So don't allow that. Consider skills deficit. Remember, people or students that you're having are not the same. Every person has their own capacity of understanding issues. There are those people who have deficit in terms of social skills. What do I mean? I mean that from their home, they are not trained on these skills, social skills. They were not trained to be social beings. Like, yes, I know human beings, we are supposed to be social beings. But these children were not given time to get exposure from other children. These children were not given that opportunity to interact with the rest of the children outside so that they can have these social skills. This is therefore the reason why, as a teacher, as a tutor, you must talk about these social skills regardless of the subject that you're having, including maths. When you're doing your mathematics, include these social skills. Tell them about life. Talk about them. Talk about respect. Talk about discipline. These are things that you take even few minutes, like 5 minutes of maybe your first 5 minutes to talk about these social skills, because these children may be experiencing a deficit from their homes. Okay, from their homes. So try to talk to them about this. Another thing, because for someone to be rude, I'm assuming there could be something that is going on. It's not just from nowhere, they are just rude. Now, teachers, please try to focus on a relationship. The relationship that you're building with these students is more important than even the punishment. So try to nurture these kind of conversations that will bring you closer to these children. Each and every time, deal with children or these special children or specific children individually. Don't mix them. Because I've told you, people have different capacities of understanding. They have different capacity of concentrating in class. So you have to go individually. You have to talk to them. You have to tell them that you have to build, you have to nurture that relationship. And this is what matters. Because if students knows that you are a bad teacher, if they label you, they will not even understand your subject. You can agree with me, teachers who are in the house. You can agree with me that if even you, when you grew up, when you were going to school, there this teacher who used to be very, very rude. This teacher, people did not even like his subjects or her subject because it was very rude. But there are those people, those teachers you find they are very kind, very humble. They have positions. They could be, they are a deputy, but they are very humble. You wonder, wow, this person is so humble. Why? How? So try to be one of them. Try to be one of them, and students will understand your subjects the more. Try to ignore what you can. Ignore ignorance. Just try to ignore. You plan ignorance. You know, like sometimes kids and young adults act out of their way to express their feelings. And of course, one way, they want you to understand them. They want you to they're like seeking attention from you as a teacher. So they want to joke around, tune you around, take you around round circles, so that you can come to their side, you know. So therefore, you have to constantly know how to ignore some things. There are so many things that you can ignore. Someone has laughed at you, ignore that. Continue with the lesson. Let it not be something to be like you stop your lesson. Now you're very mad at them. You're throwing chalks, you're throwing pens, you're walking out. You shouldn't behave like this. Remember, these children could be behaving like their parents. I'm assuming these children, they come from a family of parents who fight. You know what? They'll keep on fighting. They'll keep on being rude. They'll keep on being very unkind and being disrespectful. And this is what we are talking about today. So try to know, like some things you can let it be, because you are assuming these children maybe they never got the proper education from their home. Remember, these things start from home. So if this child is not groomed very well from their home, you see, they won't be good. They won't be nice to you. Prepare for behavioral episodes. This is whereby you use adapt. Adapt means, number one, A stands for act calmly. You should be very calm when you're handling situations with these students. D stands for de-escalate. You escalate some issues. You don't escalate some issues. Ulipuki. You know, you don't come out, you don't burst out like a bomb. You become calm. A stands for acknowledging their feelings. Remember, they have feelings. They know what they are doing, so they will have these feelings. And P stands for problem solving. Try to solve their problems. Try to find out what is happening at their homes, how you can come in as a teacher and help out, you know. And T, think reflectively. Try to have a moment to reflect on yourself as a person, because this will help your mental health. Remember, because if you don't reflect on yourself, that means you don't care about yourself, and these children will stress you so much that you will give up in them. You will give up in your goal. Remember, you are a teacher. You are the one. You have set some goals with these students, and if you don't, if you are not fit, you will fail to deliver as a teacher. You will sink into depression because of them. So and try to avoid punishment. You rather talk about it, because you may bring a punishment that can cost you. Have you seen parents you call to school because their daughter, their son has done something wrong, and when they come there, they say, no, this is not our daughter. We did not bring him up like this. Bring him up like this. So they refuse to take responsibilities. So what do? You are stuck. So instead of punishment, just work on the child. Work on directing, work on correcting in a better and good way. I know you have done psychology, teachers. You know what to do, where and how. So this is the message I had for today. If you liked the message, you can give a thumbs up. Thank you so much for the support. Continue supporting me. Happy Teachers Day for the teachers who are in the house. For those who are outside, if you're seeing this video for the first time, Happy Teachers Day. Feel appreciated and feel that you are important to us and everyone in the society. So from me, it's a bye-bye.